Advance the colors to position near the grave.
Front, march. Right wheel, march. That's it. Detail, halt. Left, think. Order, march.
Brother Secretary, for what purpose are we here assembled?
To pay our tribute of respect to the memory of First Lieutenant John Sanford Williams.
Have you a record of his service in the cause of our country?
Commander, I have.
You will read it.
John Sanford Williams was born in Burlington County, New Jersey on August 22, 1834. On February 26, 1862, he enlisted for 3 years as a private in Company G, 3rd Delaware Infantry in Camden, Delaware. On March 7, 1862, he was promoted to sergeant. On February 28, 1864, he mustered out, immediately re-enlisted for 3 years as a veteran volunteer, and was promoted to first sergeant of Company G. He mustered out again on November 30th, 1864, for the purpose of accepting a commission as first lieutenant of Company B, 3rd Delaware. He served honorably as commander of Company B until discharged on June 3, 1865, in Virginia due to the close of the war. Williams' service with the 3rd Delaware included numerous campaigns and battles, including the defense of Harper's Ferry, operations in Shenandoah Valley, Cedar Mountain, Pope's Campaign in Northern Virginia, Second Bull Run, Chantilly, the Maryland Campaign, South Mountain, Antietam, duty in Maryland guarding the railroad, the Rapidan Campaign, Totopotomoy, Cold Harbor, the Siege of Petersburg, the Crater, Weldon Railroad, Poland Springs Church, Boynton Plank Road, Warren's Raid on the Weldon Railroad, Hatcher's Run, the Appomattox Campaign, Lewis Farm, Boynton, and White Oak Roads, Five Forks, the Fall of Petersburg, the Pursuit of Lee, Appomattox Courthouse, and the surrender of Lee's army. First Lieutenant Williams participated in the Grand Review with the Army of the Potomac on May 23rd, prior to his discharge from service. Williams was slightly wounded in the right leg by a spent ball at Hatcher's Run on February 6, 1865, but he returned to his company without receiving treatment because he was the only officer in the unit. This wound resulted in a disability and an invalid pension later in life. After the Civil War, Williams was a member of the Aaron Wilkes Post No. 23 of the Grand Army of the Republic. He married Harriet Great Lady Hunt in 1870 and had 7 children. Williams died on October 26, 1897, of liver cancer while living in Trenton, New Jersey. He was buried here in Riverview Cemetery by his comrades of the GAR and members of Garfield Camp No. 4.
His record is an honorable one. Brothers, we meet here as sons of Union veterans of the Civil War to honor the memory of John Sanford Williams, a Union soldier and comrade of Aaron Wilkes Post No. 23, Grand Army of the Republic. The march of his soldier is over. Let him rest under the blue skies of heaven, guarded by the silent stars in life that watched over him when he bivouacked on battlefields, or laid down weary and footsore on the soil of the Southland. May we, as we stand here by his grave, remember that the years come and go, and will be our duty as sons of Union veterans of the Civil War to honor the memory of the men who stood shoulder to shoulder on bloody fields of battle, who guarded so faithfully, so honestly, and so well sacred bonds of statehood, and who fought for liberty and the dear old flag. Upon us had devolved a sacred right of heritage, the duty, and perpetuated the principles for which they fought. May we not forget all the years roll on what we too shall have battles to fight, and the time we too shall be carried, the silent city of the dead, and that our lives here should fit us for the great bivouac of eternity.
God of battles and peace, ruler of the destinies of countries and men, in the silent camping ground of the dead, we come before thee, asking thy blessing as we meet at this grave, wherein the body of this defender of our country's honor lies. Wilt thou look in mercy upon the widows, orphans, and families of deceased veterans everywhere. Bless and save from every evil the country from which the soldier and our fathers fought. Preserve it in purity and integrity. Bless the members of General James A. Garfield Camp No. 4, sons of Union veterans of the Civil War, and these honored guests as they have gathered here in their response to the call of love and duty to honor the memory of First Lieutenant John Sanford Williams, Company B, 3rd Delaware Infantry Regiment.
Amen. Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War is a corporation created by Act of Congress on February the 13th, 1954. Is the successor of the Grand Army of the Republic. General James A. Garfield Camp No. 4, Lawrenceville, New Jersey, was organized on January 9th, 1896, in the city of Trenton, New Jersey. The purposes of the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War are: 1. To perpetuate the memory of the Grand Army of the Republic and of the men who saved the Union in 1861 to 1865. Number 2, to assist in every practicable way in preserving and making available for research documents and records pertaining to the Grand Army of the Republic and its members. 3, cooperate in honoring all those who have served our country patriotically in any war. 4, teach patriotism, the duties of citizenship, the true history of our country, and the love and honor of our flag. 5, oppose every tendency or movement that would weaken loyalty to, destroy, or impair our constitutional union. And number 6, inculcate and broadly sustain the American principles of representative government, equal rights, and impartial justice for all.
The wreath will now be placed on the grave.
You and Marge called them. No, look at that Marge.
Brother Bagpiper, please play for us. Honor Guard, conduct the final salute.
Hey. Ready. Aim. Fire. Load. Ready. Aim. Fire. Load. Ready. Aim. Fire. Right shoulder. Arms. Present. Arms. Right shoulder, arms. Order, arms. Next, descendants.
We're going to have a few remarks by Brother Bruce of Camp 100 in his role as Governor Governor Olden. Governor Olden was the governor in 1861 when New Jersey provided the troops to the Civil War. He's going to have some nice final remarks for us.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Like he said, Governor Olden was the governor during the Civil War. There was actually two of them, but he did from 60 to 63, and he basically only left because of the fact that New Jersey only had a 3-year term for office back then. So, whenever I've done a ceremony such as this poem always comes to mind as the most appropriate. So, if I may, I'm going to read it to you. The title of it is When the Boys in Blue Are Gone by John Hendricks. When the comrades have departed, when the veterans are no more, when the bugle call is sounded on that everlasting shore, when life's weary march is ended, when campfire slumbers long, who will tell the world the story when the boys in blue are gone? Who will tell about their marching from Atlanta to the sea? Who will halt and wait and listen when they hear the reveille? Who will join to swell the chorus of some old Grant Army song? Who will tell the world the story when the boys in blue are gone? Sons and daughters of this nation, you must tell of triumphs won, when on earth our work is ended and the veteran claims his own. You must all cherish Old Glory and his teaching pass along. You must tell the story when the boys in blue are gone. To that flag, our country's emblem, you must pledge allegiance to. To that flag, our nation's emblem, may your hearts be ever true. That the nation be protected, granting justice and all wrong. You must tell the world the story when the boys in blue are gone. You must keep your country's honor, from each stripe withhold all stain. You must take the veterans' places and repeat the roll of fame. You must keep your country's honor and your flag above all wrong. Then we'll trust you with the story when the boys in blue are gone. John Hendricks was the last living veteran of the 89th Indiana Volunteer Infantry. The poem expresses his concern that the Union soldiers, the boys in blue, not be forgotten by future generations. And if I may say so, the Sons of Union Veterans will never allow that to happen. Thank you.
I would like to introduce one of our honored guests from the Trenton City Council, Marge Caldwell Wilson. Do you have any words or any spare words?
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and as always, it's a pleasure for me to be here to honor a veteran. I love my veterans, and it doesn't matter when they passed, we have to keep their memory alive. And I salute this young man's memory, and I thank all of you for inviting me here today to be part of this ceremony. Thank you so much.
Honor guard, retire the colors.
Right shoulder, arms. Left face. Forward, march. Left wheel, march.
I now declare this memorial service concluded.
Thank you.